The following is a special presentation of ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports.
Kalamazoo, Michigan, about 45 minutes from Lake Michigan, the place to be for exciting college football. This coin toss presented by Nissan, innovation that excites. The pregame festivities are over, and we're just about set to get this game underway. He'll return it from the 1. He's to the 20. They'll bring him down at the 36-yard line. The Hurricanes' offense basically predicated on what this kid can do.
The thing I love about this guy, Brad, is just the intangibles that he brings to the table. We've been seeing this guy make plays over the weeks, but the thing that I really recognize is his ability to really lead this football team. When things are going well, he's patting everybody on the back. And when things are not going well, he's trying to pick them back up and getting them ready to go. So not only does he physically have the tools, but also I really love the way he approaches the game.
From their own 36-yard line, second down.
Hey, let's calm down.
Here we go. Check, check.
Let's calm the crowd.
Eagle.
Nice man. Oh, what a hit.
I think he's got a good rhythm going right now with his wide receivers. He hit him for a nice game.
That'll make it 3rd and 5.
Let's eat it up. Mike 51. Mike 51. Let's go, tackle. Let's go.
Tosses out to the tailback on the screen. And he's taken down around the 49-yard line.
That's just a well-executed screen pass. They had the blockers in front, and they got it to him with room to run.
Four down. Let's go. Mike.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 49-yard line.
Ready. Green on time.
And down he goes around the 37-yard line.
That was a really nice play on the ball by the receiver for a substantial gain and a first down.
Hey, we got tight left, tight left. Four down, four down. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51.
Nice gain as he works the right side.
That's good for a gain of 4 yards. That makes it 2nd and 6.
From the 33-yard line, it's second down.
Mike 51.
Ready.
Brought down after a nice run up the middle.
That's a gain of 5 on the play. That'll make it 3rd and 1.
Man left, man left. Four down, four down. So Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down.
Green 95.
Fires quick out to the receiver, and he can't make the grab. And this brings up an interesting situation.
If you have faith in your kicker, then I'd take the 3 points here. Otherwise, I'd probably just give it to my halfback and let him put his head down and try to get the first.
He's got it with room to run. He's tackled around the 6-yard line.
Boy, when you can rely on your tight end to move the chains, you got a big-time advantage over any defense.
That makes it 1st and goal.
First down, and they've got their eyes on that goal line.
Tight end left. Four down, four down. Key at 33, key at 33. Let's go.
He brings it down. Touchdown.
I like how the quarterback, the offensive line, and the receivers made a concerted effort to get into the end zone.
And he hits the PAT. So a 9-play, 64-yard drive, and that's good for a touchdown. The score now, 7-0. Looks like they're ready for the kick.
Deep to return.
He really got a hold of that kick. He's to the 20. Tackle made at the 23-yard line.
Kickoff returned 23 yards.
So here comes the offense taking the field for the first time today.
Tight end right. 4 down. Check 59. Mike is 59.
And he just gets rid of it.
Brad, I just think this quarterback's got to do a much better job of being able to read that defense and make quicker decisions. And especially when the defense starts to get pressure, you've got to either get rid of that football or check it down or take off and run with it.
Here we go. Check in motion. Check the call.
And he's tackled at the 33.
That's a gain of 10 on the play. 3rd down.
It's 3rd down, and they're about the length of the football away from the first down marker.
4 down. Check 4.
Here's the halfback. That's good enough to pick up the first down.
Good play here. Getting a new set of downs and keeping the run an integral part of this offense.
All day. I'm coming after you.
Check 59.
Here we go. Red 68.
Catches it and hit immediately for a loss. 5-yard loss on the play.
Well, that play was sort of out of sync from the start, but you have to also recognize that the defense made a great play. They read it from the get-go.
From their own 33-yard line, it's 2nd down.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Here we go.
Makes the catch, and he's got nowhere to go.
Makes the catch. Number 11 on the tackle at the 36-yard line. That brings us 3rd and 12.
4 down. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Here we go.
Here's the halfback on the screen. He's taken down around the 38-yard line.
Man, the defense jumped all over that one. No chance to pick up the first down there.
This is a great punt blocking team, and it looks like they're going to try to get to this one. Heading for the corner. Brought down at the 45-yard line. Well, they got the result you always want on the last drive. Let's see if it happens again.
So much of the passing game is about the timing between the quarterback and his wide receivers. And right now with this offense, they are in sync, and really the timing and execution is flawless.
And he makes it out to about the 47-yard line.
Call it a gain of 2 yards. That makes it 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8. Ball on their own 47. Miami is up a score. Look at his scramble down. He can't get away from the pressure.
That's a loss of 5 yards. That'll make it 3rd and 13.
Here we go. Tight right. 4 down. Go, Mike 51.
Throws into coverage, just picked off. They'll bring him down at the 48-yard line. And he probably should never have thrown that ball.
When your receivers are covered like that, sometimes as a quarterback, it's better to just take the sack than take your chances with a throw.
From the 48-yard line.
Man left.
First down.
4 down. Check 4. Check 59. Mike
Down.
is 59.
With the pass, incomplete.
Great job by the defense of getting after that quarterback. And right now, I think they've got him with some happy feet. He appears to be a bit rattled.
So an empty backfield with 5 wide receivers.
Tackle at the 40-yard line. Makes the reception. Number 59 on the tackle at the 40-yard line.
They need about 3 yards to get the first down here on third down.
4 down. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Ready! Green 19! Green!
Throws it in a hurry. Tackle made at about the 21.
Down. Gain of 19 yards. First down.
From the 21-yard line, it's first down.
4 down. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Here we go! Wide 80! Wide
Motion.
80!
Brought down at the 10-yard line.
Now that's how you run a corner route. He exploded out of his cut and beat the man coverage for a new set of downs.
First down.
4 down. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
He gets out to about the 9-yard line.
Gain of 1 yard. That brings up second and 9.
Tight right.
From the 9-yard line, second down.
59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Ready!
And they make the stop at the 6.
Makes the grab. Number 34 makes the tackle at the 6-yard line.
Here's the 8th play of the series.
Third and 6.
4 down. 22. Eyes on 22. Check 59. Mike.
Scrambling around. And he's taken down around the 5-yard line.
Gain of 1 on the play.
Fourth down. They're going to go for the easy 3 here. It's up, and the field goal is good.
Even though they gave up a field goal here, that defense is feeling pretty good about themselves right now. It could have just as easily been a touchdown.
The Broncos.
Western Michigan is ready to kick it away.
Number 8 back to return.
Taken from the 3-yard line. At the 30, and down he goes at the 35-yard line.
Kickoff return 32 yards.
The quarterback comes back on the field, and I'm sure he's hoping to make up for that interception on the last drive.
The first rule on offense is to take care of the football. These guys need to remember that on this drive.
Across the middle, tight end's got it. And down he goes at the 50-yard line.
Let's go.
Call it a gain of 15 yards. That makes it first and 10.
From the 50, first down.
4 down. Let's go. Mike.
Miami is up 4. Here comes the pressure. He's hit and taken down. The offense was pretty successful on that play there.
That was a very good passing play to get the ball downfield for a very nice gain and a first down.
Man left.
3 down.
Check 4. Hey, Mike.
Finds his man, and they take him down immediately.
Gain of 7 on the play. That'll bring up second and 3.
Second down, and they're going to need about 3 yards to pick up the first down.
Left. 4 down. 46 is right there. Check him.
Green 95!
Halfback's got it on the quick throw. They'll get him for a loss.
Makes the grab. Loss of 1 yard on the play. That'll bring up third and 4.
So it's third down now, and they're going to need about 4.
Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go.
They give to the tailback. They'll wrestle him down in the backfield.
Get nowhere.
That's a loss of 2 yards on the play. That'll make it 4th and 6.
Miami is up by 4. It's up, looks long enough, and he splits the uprights.
Touchdown, baby! Touchdown! Touchdown!
The Hurricanes.
And it looks like they're ready for the kickoff.
Number 20.
He just drills this one. He's to the 20, and he makes it out to about the 24-yard line. Miami's defense really came to play early in this football game.
Well, they've done a good job here early, but you know eventually this offense is going to start clicking. Let's see if this defense can sustain this for the rest of the game.
You never like to have to play from behind, but a deficit this manageable shouldn't be in the front of their minds. They just need to go out there and play. They go with the run. He fights forward to about the 26.
Gain of 2 on the play. That makes it 2nd and 8.
From their own 26-yard line. 2nd down. And they've got all their DBs in there to match up against the 5-wide set. That's a great tackle at the 17.
Quarterback. Loss of 9 yards on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and long.
The quarterback in the gun. Empty backfield. 5 wide receivers in the formation. Throws in a hurry. It falls incomplete. They couldn't pick up the first down, so they'll have to punt this one away.
Great hold by the defense. They were expecting the pass play, and they defended it very well.
Well, I think he came down with it, but from up in the booth, it's hard to tell.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So after the review, they reversed the call on the field.
Tight end right! Tight end right! 4 down, 4 down! Watch 2, watch 2! Check 59!
And they got him for a loss.
2 with the run. That is a loss of 1 yard on the play. That'll bring up 2nd and 11.
From their own 34-yard line. 2nd down.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Let's go! Red 6.
He gets out to about the 35-yard line.
Call it a gain of 1 yard.
Baby, good stuff.
That makes it 3rd and 11.
Check tight right, tight right, tight right. Solo out there. Check the outs out there. 4 down, 4 down. Check 59.
Ready. Green 90.
Mike is 59.
Quick throw out to the receiver, and he hits him hard at the 48.
This is a quarterback who trusts his receivers, and he knows they can make plays. It's like those two were playing catch out there.
First down.
This is the 8th play of this drive.
Man left. 4 down, 4 down. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Just throws this one away. Second down and 10 to go. Ball on the 48-yard line.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
Green 19. Green 19.
You kill it, motion me out.
Complete. He's got room. He's at the 30 to the 20. What a play, and that'll set up a 1st and goal.
This is a great pitch and catch combination, and they hook up here for a big-time game.
Western Michigan, first down.
So now it's 1st and goal after the big pass play.
Get off the field.
Check 59.
5 wide.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
He scrambles. Tries to get around the corner. Decides to take it himself, and he's got it. Touchdown. Great call by the offensive coordinator.
Big-time play, taking that ball all the way in. Maybe the defense wasn't expecting a run.
They'll line up for the extra point in an attempt to tie the game. And he converts the extra point. An 8-play, 59-yard drive. And they come away with a touchdown.
Brad, I thought the offense did a really nice job of mixing up the play calling on that drive. I thought the defense was on its heels most of the drive because of the versatility of the offense.
The kicker looks like he's ready to kick this one off. He'll return it from the 1. He's to the 20. And he's taken down at the 29.
Kickoff returns 28 yards.
This is a fun game, and I think we're going to see a lot of interesting football before it's over. Caught him, but they're going to lose yards. He was tackled immediately.
Number 16 on the tackle at the 26-yard line. That brings up 2nd and 13.
Second and 13. Ball on their own 26.
51, Mike 51.
Ready. Wide out.
Boy, was he drilled as he let go of that football.
Yeah, he's going to feel that one tomorrow.
On the play.
Right, Roger.
3rd down.
4 down. Go, Mike 51, Mike 51.
Set. Red 18. Red 18.
Open man, quick strike, and he can't pull it in. So that'll make it 4th down.
Yeah, they just couldn't connect on the pass there. That was a very good stand by this defense.
Booming kick. Makes it out to maybe the 40-yard line.
I think we saw the effects of what a long drive can do to a defense the last time this offense was out on the field. They took that football and drove the length of the field to put points up on the board. And I think it really started to affect not only just the psyche of this defense, but maybe even the...
It's picked off, and it's the sophomore.
Number 3 makes the interception.
When you got D like this.
I really like this corner's ability to read the play. He shows very good football smarts and pretty good hands, too.
From their own 34-yard line. 1st down.
51, Mike 51.
He's tackled at the 43-yard line.
That's good for a gain of 9 yards. That brings up 2nd and 1.
Tight right. 4 down. 51, Mike 51.
Ready. Red 68. Red 68.
Fakes to the back. He throws it.
Not a real fancy play here, just a smartly run route. Good protection and a well-placed ball. Most times, you don't need much more than that.
From the 40-yard line. It's 1st down.
Mike 51.
Let's go.
Now he tries to buy some time. And he's sacked.
Man, these guys can be aggressive. When you stand back there and take hits like that, you definitely are going to feel it the next day.
12.
Here we go. Tight right. 4 down.
Check. Hammerhead.
He'll keep it on the ground again. He's at the 30. He's at the 20. He's pushed out of bounds at about the 11. So with that run, they pick up another 1st.
It's a nice job again up front by the offensive line. They're doing a good job of neutralizing the defensive front, and it's allowed them to move the ball down the field.
Let's see now how the defense responds to giving up the gain on the run.
Tight. Four down, four down. Let's go. Mike 51. Mike
Ready.
51.
Green 95. Put hot. Green.
Zips it to the tight end. And he's tackled at the 6-yard line.
Makes the reception. Call it a gain of 5 yards. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Double tight, guys. Double tight. Four down, four down. Watch 17. Watch 17. Hey, Mike 51. Mike 51.
Fires quickly, and he's got his receiver for the touchdown. And did that play ever develop nicely?
Well, it's all about the receiver on this play. He beat his man off the line and then ran a perfect route. All he had to do after that was make the catch.
He makes the PAT.
That is good.
Everyone's all lined up and ready for the kickoff.
Number 4.
He kicks it off, and he got all of that one. He's to the 20. Tackle at the 23.
Returns the kick. Kickoff returned 23 yards.
They threw a pick the last time out. Should be interesting to see what they do this time.
It may be early, but don't think the coaches haven't spent a lot of time reminding these guys how important it is to take care of the football.
They'll make the sack.
But the defense is fired up, responding and reacting to that sack. Not only do they get the quarterback, but they hit him and hit him hard. I think that can really create some confidence for this defense. The next time this quarterback drops back to throw, you got to be thinking he's going to be a little bit gun-shy and concerned about the pressure that these defense is putting on him.
They find themselves in a hole here after that sack. It's 2nd and long. He's taken down at the 16. Pickup of a yard for the tailback.
That's a gain of 1 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and long.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it. Check 59, Mike.
Trying to set up a little screen, gets it to his tailback. They'll bring him down around the 21-yard line.
Number 90 brings him down at the 21-yard line. 4th down.
He's tackled at the 48-yard line.
That's how we do, D. That's how we do. They don't want none. They don't want none of this.
So it's time to see this offense go to work again.
This defense couldn't stop them from moving the ball and inevitably finding the end zone.
Miami up 7 points. Play fake. Throws quickly, and it's almost intercepted.
How did he drop that? The defender did everything that he needs to do. He read the play perfectly. He stepped up, and what does he do? He drops the interception. Boy, the offense caught a break there.
Takes the ball inside. Nice run, and he's brought down.
Gain of 4 yards. That'll bring up 3rd and 6.
3rd down now, and they need to get it down to the 38.
Four down, four down. Mike 51, Mike 51.
Tackle at the 42-yard line.
Number 51 makes the tackle at the 42-yard line. That makes it 4th and 4.
He'll try to change the field position and especially not get it to the end zone.
Touchback.
This punt goes over the goal line, and this will be a touchback. And while they are behind, they know they can knot things up in a heartbeat. It's way too early to change your game plan.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Ready. Blue idiot.
Under heavy pressure. Brought down right around the 22-yard line.
Gain of 2 yards. That makes it 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8 coming up here. Ball on their own 22.
Four down, four down. Go nowhere, 22, go nowhere. Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike
Folks, that's the end of quarter number 1, and we got a pretty good ball game on our hands so far. 17-10, Miami. Back to the action now here in the second quarter.
Tight end right. Four down, four down. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
180. Wide, hot.
Throws off balance, incomplete.
This quarterback has got to do a better job of looking off defenders and allow his covered receivers some room to improvise and get free.
I got you. I got you, son.
It's third down, 8 to go. Ball on the 22-yard line. Here's the halfback on the screen. And he's shoved out of bounds at the 22-yard line.
No gain on the play. That makes it 4th and 8.
The punt upcoming, and they're going to come after this one. And he makes it out to about the 44-yard line. With one quarter down, I really haven't seen too much separation between these two squads. Might be neck and neck the whole way. Miami is up 7.
There's a
Tackle
flag
made
on the
at the
field.
36-yard line. There's a flag down, and it looks like this one's coming
Personal
back.
foul. Clipping. Offense.
That penalty drives them back, and they're shooting themselves in the foot here.
Well, if they could just keep their concentration, they'll avoid situations like that.
So it's first down and an eternity.
Right. Four down, four down. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51.
Ready. Red 68.
Takes it up the middle for a nice run.
Makes the tackle. Gain of 6 yards. That'll make it 2nd and long.
Tight right, Roger. Four down. 51's Mike. Mike 51.
Ready. Green 95.
Great job by the defense at getting after that quarterback. And right now, I think they've got him with some happy feet. He appears to be a bit rattled.
Third down now, and they need to get it down to the 34.
Hey, let's calm down.
Quick release, tight end, incomplete.
Number 46, the intended receiver on the play. That makes it 4th and long.
Everybody up close. It looks like they're coming after this kick.
He was able to deaden that kick perfectly, and he gives them a long field to work with.
In a game that's this close, you can't afford to waste possessions.
Four down. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Green.
Looking for his man, incomplete.
I like the scheme the defensive coordinator came up with here. They were all over the place on that play and left the quarterback nowhere to throw it.
Four down.
Second down, 10 to go. Ball on the 18.
Mike to 59.
Let's go. White 80. White 80.
He's got it out to his tight end, and they make the stop at the 19.
Gain of 1 yard. That'll make it 3rd and 9.
Third down, 9 to go. Ball on the 19.
Three down. Check 59. Mike is 59.
Ready.
59.
And he's going to be sacked.
The protection broke down. The defense was in the backfield in a hurry, and they brought the quarterback down. Nice play.
4th down.
Fourth and long here after the sack. Tackle made at the 36. The Hurricanes right now are getting the play out of their quarterback that they expected, maybe even better than they expected. And now, as we get near halftime, there's going to have to be some adjustments made on the other side of the ball.
Well, the defense has got to be happy we're getting close to halftime so they can go back to the drawing board and try to figure out a way to slow down this quarterback. I think that more often than not, you look back at the first half and you think about, okay, let's eliminate this, this, and this, and let's maybe try a completely different way of trying to attack him. In my opinion, they've got to take some chances and be more aggressive in trying to put pressure on him.
What they've done so far hasn't worked.
Check, check. Box 2.
He's scrambling. He's wrapped up for the sack.
Coaches don't like it when their quarterback gets hit like that. Don't be surprised to see the old coach get on his lineman to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
Third down now, and they need to get it to the 26.
Tight end right. 4 down, 4 down.
Miami is up a score.
Here we go. Green 90. Green 90.
And he's taken down at the 17-yard line.
That's good for a gain of 18 yards.
No chance.
First down.
First down, 10 to go.
4 down.
Ball on the 17-yard line.
51, Mike. Mike 51.
Give to the running back, and he's going to lose yardage.
You know, a lot of times coaches look to linebackers for leadership on defense. And on that tackle, he showed you why that's the case.
Tight end left, tight end left. 4 down, 4 down. Go, Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, let's come.
Got a man open, touchdown.
That's 6, baby. We got it all day.
He's already thrown for 3 scores.
Well, the quarterback's going to get a lot of credit, but I think the thing that has helped him the most back there is the protection by the offensive line. He has had plenty of time to make decisions back there in the pocket.
And he hits the PAT. A nice 5-play, 36-yard drive. And the result, 7 points.
Brad, I thought that was a textbook drive. I thought they did a really good job of showing balance, mixing the play calling with the run and the pass. Just an overall well-executed touchdown drive.
This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. Both squads are digging in now. Let's see what happens on this next drive.
3 down, 3 down. Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
Here's a quick throw.
Incomplete.
You know, when you feel pressure like that, the worst thing you want to do is just to throw the ball into coverage. He got away with one right there. He's very fortunate. Next time, he should just throw it away out of bounds.
From their own 25-yard line, it's second down. Stays in bounds to make a nice catch. Good pitch and catch there on second down.
Yep, it was good enough to get him the first down. That's just a nice play.
Western Michigan, first down.
3 down. Check 59, Mike.
Let's
Mike
go.
59.
Green 90. Green 90.
And he throws it away.
Brad, I just think this quarterback's got to do a much better job of being able to read that defense and make quicker decisions. And especially when the defense starts to get pressure, you've got to either get rid of that football or check it down or take off and run with it.
They bring the quarterback down.
With the quarterback sack. Call it a loss of 3 yards on the play. That brings up 3rd and 12.
Third and 12 coming up on this one. Ball on the 33-yard line.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59.
Let's go.
Mike is 59.
White 80. White 80. Hot. Hot.
And down he goes at the 43.
Let's go, D. Let's go, D.
Number 22 on the tackle at the 43-yard line. That brings up 4th and 3.
makes it out to maybe the 29-yard line.
Returned for a gain of 12 yards.
Well, the offense heading back out onto the field after that kick, hoping to turn this drive into another touchdown.
And it was a really nice drive, too, Brad. The quarterback got into a nice rhythm and did a good job of picking apart the defense.
Slings it. He's tackled at the 38.
Makes the reception. Call it a gain of 9 yards. That brings up second and
Short
1.
yardage situation here. Second down and 1.
4 down, 4 down. Let's go. Mike 51, Mike 51.
He fights forward to about the 40.
Gain of 2 on the play. First down.
Ready!
He's gobbled up in the backfield.
Number 8 was the intended receiver on the play. That brings up second and 13.
Here we go, here we go.
Second and 13 coming up here. Ball on the 37-yard line.
Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51.
Let's go! Green up!
And he's tackled right away.
Tackle. Gain of 20 on the play. That makes it first and 10.
Tight right, tight right. 3 down, 3 down. 3 down, 3 down. 51, Mike. Mike 51.
Ready!
Come on, come on.
And he makes it out to about the 41-yard line.
Call it a gain of 2 yards. That brings up second and 9.
From the 41-yard line. Second down.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down.
Check!
Hey, let's go. Screen.
Throws it out and oh, he's hit hard for a loss.
Call it a loss of 2 yards on the play. That brings up third and 10.
Tight end left, tight end left. 4 down, 4 down. Mike 51, Mike 51.
Ready! Green hot!
He airs it out. And he got it. Touchdown, Canes. That's his 4th touchdown pass this half.
The defense better wake up pretty soon before it gets real ugly.
And this receiver needs to get some credit as well because that was a great leaping grab. He splits the uprights with the extra point. A 7-play, 70-yard drive, and it's good for 7 points.
Brad, I thought the offense did a really nice job of mixing up the play calling on that drive. I thought the defense was on its heels most of the drive because of the versatility of the offense.
So the score now, 31-10. It's still only the second quarter. We got a lot of football left, but I got to say, this one is teetering on the brink of a blowout.
Mike to 59.
Nice play fake. Slides down, and he just slid down to avoid the contact there.
You know, Brad, sometimes a quarterback's got to get down low to protect himself. But in this case, try to show some guts. Break a tackle and get downfield. Look for the first down.
Check 59, Mike.
Second down, 7 yards to go. Ball on the 28. Got the corner. And he's tackled at the 37-yard line.
Gain of 9 on the play. First down.
Check, tight right. Solo out there, check the outs out there. 3 down.
Throws on a run, and he's got his wide receiver. And they got him for a loss. Nothing going on that play.
Well, here I think the quarterback needs to be a little bit more patient in the pocket. That way he can allow his receivers to get downfield a little bit before he throws it.
From their own 37-yard line. Second down. Wants to throw outside. Caught by the sophomore. He's taken down around the 36-yard line.
Well, you give up too many passes like that, and the game will be done before you know it. They cannot let these receivers get behind them.
Michigan, first down.
Tight right, Roger, Roger. Three down. Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59.
Ready.
Mike
Green 90.
Zips it to the tight end, and he's level at the 30.
Number 11 makes the tackle at the 30-yard line.
They're about 4 yards away here on second down.
4 down. Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Set. Green 90.
Throws complete, and he's got space to work. Knocked out of bounds at the 9.
Makes the reception. Gain of 21 yards. That's good enough for another Western Michigan first down.
First down, and they've got their eyes on that goal line.
Roger. Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Let's go. Green 90.
He lets it go. This one is incomplete.
That's a miscommunication between a quarterback and a wide receiver right there. They need to get their signals straight.
We're at play number 9 of this current drive.
Better bring it. Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike is
Ready.
59.
And up the middle and stuffed.
On the tackle. That's a loss of 2 yards on the play. That makes it 3rd and goal.
It's 3rd and goal from the 10. They'll probably look to the air here.
59, Mike is 59.
5 guys will be out in the pattern as they're in the shotgun.
Ready. Green 95.
Quick strike to the receiver. Touchdown. That was a well-drawn-up play for the wideout.
Yeah, they saw something upstairs. It led to a touchdown. You can thank the play calling there. Very impressive.
And he adds the extra point. Everyone's all lined up and ready for the kickoff.
Number 86 set to return.
He'll take it from the 2. He's to the 20. And down he goes at the 29-yard line.
Kickoff returns 27 yards.
I think this defense right now needs somebody to try to lift up their spirits. They seem to really be just out there kind of going through the motions. And I think the last time they were out there where they gave up such a long drive has had an impact and an effect negatively on the psyche of this defense.
He's taken off. Brought down right around the 44-yard line.
Gain of 15 on the play. First down.
From their own 44-yard line. First down.
Six is right there. Check him. Quad.
Ready.
Caught with room to work. Tackle around the 41-yard
The
line.
grab. Gain of 15 yards. That makes it 1st and 10.
Man left. 3 down. Watch 17.
Ready.
17.
Here's the throw, and I don't think he got anything on that. From the 41-yard line.
That makes
It's
it
2nd down.
10.
And he carries the ball for a nice gain.
Call it a gain of 4 yards. That'll bring up 3rd and 6.
Roger. Go, Mike 51.
They'll bring him down right around the 34.
Call it a gain of 3 yards.
It's 4th down, and they're going to try to go for it. The Hurricanes had one of their key players go down earlier, but it looks like he might be able to get back in the lineup. Tackle made at the 16-yard line.
Number 33 brings him down at the 16-yard line. First down.
From the 16-yard line, it's first down.
Let's go. Mike 51. Mike 51. Here we go. Green 19. Green 19.
Fires quickly, and he's got his receiver for the touchdown.
Let's go.
That's the second catch for 6 he's registered today.
The quarterback knew exactly where to put the pass, and the receiver went out there and made the grab. Good communication there.
And he converts the extra point.
Is good.
Miami gets set to kick this one away.
Number 20.
He kicks it off, and he got all of that one. And it goes into the end zone, down for a touchback.
This is my kind of game. We're getting a chance to see so many touchdowns. I just wonder if this offense can continue the flow that we've seen from the previous 3 series.
The offense now will take the field, and they hope to have the same success they had on their last drive.
As long as this quarterback has time to throw, then you can guarantee that he'll find the open man.
He's hit and taken down.
Man, did he ever sell the run? The defense took the bait, and that hesitation was enough to give the receiver room to make the catch.
First down.
From their own 43-yard line. First down.
4 down. Check 59. Mike. Set. Green in. Check. 59. Eagle.
Throws, and a man wide open, and he missed him.
Number 46 was the intended receiver on the play.
2 times.
That makes it second and 10.
4 down. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Set. Red 18. Cut. Red 18.
Nice run up the middle. So the draw to the halfback picks up 4
yards. Third down.
Third down, and they need to get it inside the 47.
3 down. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Green 95. Green 95.
Gets it out to his receiver, and he can't hang on. That'll make it fourth down, and they're going to have to punt.
The defense held their ground on that play. The quarterback just wasn't able to find any open receivers.
He gets out to about the 28-yard line. He did a good job there to give his team decent field position. These guys came up with a touchdown on their last drive, and they'll be hoping for another 6 on the board here.
Great passing was the key for the offense the last time they had the ball. They were able to pick apart the defense and get down the field for a touchdown.
And they make the stop at the 45. The receiver found a hole in the zone and turned it into a first down.
No matter what type of defensive coverage you have, there are always going to be holes. The best thing you can do is make those holes small so the quarterback can't get the ball in there.
We've got a first and 10. Ball on the 45-yard line.
4 down.
51, Mike 51.
Set. Green 95. Green
Motion.
95.
He's got it with room to run. And he's taken down at about the 37-yard line.
Number 16 makes the tackle at the 37-yard line. That makes it second and 2.
Tight right. Solo out there. Check the outs out there.
4 down.
Go, Mike 51.
Ready. Green 95. Green 95.
Gets it out quickly. And down he goes at the 33.
That's a gain of 4 on the play. That makes it first and 10.
It's first and 10. Ball on the 33.
Mike 51.
Ready. Wide check. 98 wins.
Slings it quickly to his halfback again. They'll get him for a loss. There's a player down. I'm not sure what happened.
That'll bring up second and 11.
Tight end left. left. Four down, four down. Let's go. Mike 51, Mike 51.
Throws. And he is drilled at the 16.
Reception. Number 31 on the tackle at the 16-yard line. First down.
From the 16-yard line. First down.
Four down, four down. Watch 17, watch 17.
Here we go.
Inside give. He fights forward to about the 13. A couple, maybe 3 yards on that run. Miami's going to use their first time out of the half here.
3 down. 51, Mike. Mike 51.
Ready.
Got the corner. Touchdown, Miami.
There we go. Nice move. Nice move.
Very impressive run by the halfback to find the end zone.
Good play call here by the offensive coordinator. He realizes when you get down into the red zone and you have a halfback like this, just give him the ball and let him find his way into the end zone.
And he hits the PAT. So that's a 7-play, 71-yard drive. And they put up 7 points.
An amazing drive for this offense. Outstanding execution. If you're the defense, you've got to do something to try to change things up to get this quarterback out of sync.
He's to the 20. And he's tackled at the 27. Their last drive resulted in a punt, so let's see if they can put together something a little more promising here.
I don't know what these guys have to do to get back on track, but they need to try something.
Motion, motion, motion.
Gets rid of it quickly.
The pass falls incomplete. Number 80 was the intended receiver on the play.
So it's second and 10. Ball on their own 27.
59, Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Let's go. Wide 80. Wide 80. Check, check. Thunder.
He throws right. Nice catch. First down, and he's knocked out.
Gain of 24 yards. That's good enough for another Western Michigan first down.
From the 49-yard line, it's first down.
Check 59, Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Check, check, check.
Motion, motion, motion.
Thunder. Thunder.
Motion, motion,
He's on the run. That's a great tackle at the 47-yard line. Western Michigan will take a timeout. That's their first of the half.
Bring up second and 15.
Four down. Check 59, Mike is
Ready.
59.
And here's a quick throw. Incomplete pass.
That pass didn't look exactly right when it left his hand. Sometimes you don't get a great grip on the ball, and it comes out a little wobbly.
Third down, and they need to get it down to the 39.
59, Mike to 59.
Airing it out long. And it's picked off. Gets past the tackler.
Number 37 makes the interception.
Brad, I'm all for continuing to fight and continuing to try to compete. But another interception, another miscue for this team, they're already getting blown out. They've got no chance to get back in the game.
First and 10. Ball on the 42.
Tight end right. Four down.
Miami is winning big. A little toss across the middle. He's tackled at about the 49.
Gain of 7 on the play. That'll bring up second and 3.
Check 3. Watch that.
Scrambling around. He's wrapped up for the sack.
Sacks the quarterback.
Check.
Loss of 1
Fire.
on the play.
Spider.
That'll bring up third and 4.
He's going to air it long. Almost picked off.
Incomplete. Number 34 breaks it up. That makes it 4th and 4.
Here's the... Nope, they snap it to the up back. Tackle at the 48-yard line. They don't pick up the first down, and the ball will change hands. The offense will take the field, hoping for a better result than their last drive.
I look for the offense to come out with the same game plan as before. You don't make changes after one play.
Now he tries to buy some time, and he's sacked. The Broncos use their second timeout.
Loss of 5 on the play.
From their own 43-yard line. Second down.
Mike is ready. Wide 80. Check. Regular.
Here comes the pressure. Delivers to the halfback on the screen. Tackled for a loss.
That is a loss of 3 yards. That'll bring up 3rd and long.
Third down now, and they need to get it inside the 42.
4 down. Check 59. Mike is 59. Let's go. Green 88. Green 88.
He throws left. And he's tackled at the 37-yard line. Well, we played a half of football. The Hurricanes are up big.
Glad to have you with us in the studio for the EA Sports NCAA Football 14 halftime show presented by Nissan. Innovation that excites. Reese Davis and David Pollack here, completely locked in on that first half. I really hope you'll stick around and watch the second half of this game. During the second half, I expect Kirk Herbstreit to give us a comprehensive history of every playbook he's ever had in his entire football career dating back to Pee Wee. That would be infinitely more interesting than having to watch the second half of this blowout.
Definitely, that would be probably more entertaining. We get on games all the time. They start to get out of hand. You got to empty the bucket. So, guys, back to you. Have some fun. Tell me something I don't know. These teams are pretty boring.
Give me something from the human interest file, Brad Nessler. David and I will be keeping an eye on your game and everything else going on in the country here in our palatial and comfortable surroundings in the studio, but the best seat in the house belongs to Brad Nessler and Kirk Herbstreit.
Very lopsided first two quarters. We'll hope for better as we head into the third. Excellent kick. He's to the 20. He's taken down at the 19. For Miami, they're really getting after the quarterback tonight. This aggressive defense has enjoyed multiple sacks tonight. And it hasn't just been the work of this defense that's been impressive. Every unit has come through to contribute to the blowout. I hope they show some fight here and try to stay competitive. If you're going to get blown out, you at least want to go down swinging. In the shotgun and 5 wide out. Gets it out to his receiver in a hurry. He's taken down around the 49-yard line. He goes over 100 yards in receptions.
Well, this guy is such a big part of this offense. If he doesn't get his numbers, they usually don't have much success moving the football.
So let's see how the defense responds now. It's first down and 10.
4 down. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Ready. Check. 98 Weasel. 98 Weasel.
The defense got some pressure and forced a bad pass.
I think they've been a little bit more aggressive here with their pass rush, and that time it paid off with an incompletion.
4 down. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Ready. White 80. White 80.
Finds his man, and they take him down immediately.
The reception. Number 3 brings him down at the 47-yard line.
Third down now, and they need to get it inside the 41.
Larry. Check 59. Mike.
5 wide.
59. Mike to 59.
Throws a bullet. And that one's fallen incomplete.
Number 82, the intended receiver on the play. That'll make it 4th and 6.
This senior quarterback's put on a good show, Kirk.
Well, I think right now you can almost look at him and it's effortless. You know, he does a good job using his experience to be able to read the defense, and then he's getting rid of the football. The most important thing in playing quarterback is, number one, to be able to read the defense, be able to process that information, and then throw the ball with accuracy, and that's what he's doing.
All of his success has led to their advantage on the scoreboard. We're about set to start things up again. Miami looking to build on this commanding lead here. And he's level at the 24-yard line.
Number 33 on the tackle at the 24-yard line. 1st down.
From their own 24-yard line. 1st down.
Right, tight right. 4 down. 46 is right there. Check him, check him. Up.
There he goes. Around 4 yards there on the quarterback keeper.
That's good for a gain of 4 yards. That makes it 2nd and 6.
Tight end left. 4 down. Hey, Mike 51.
Gets it out in a hurry. And he's got it. Tackle right around the 48-yard line.
Call it a gain of 24 yards. That makes it 1st and 10.
From the 48-yard line. 1st down.
4 down. 51 Mike 51. Ready. Green 90.
Setting up play action. Slings it. Brought down at the 42.
Call it a gain of 6 yards. That'll bring up 2nd and 3.
Double tight. 4 down.
Go on, Mike 51.
Ready. Red 68. Red 68. Motion.
Looks for the tight end, but they can't hook up.
Terrific coverage, and when you clog up passing lanes like that, you can force a quarterback to make some poor decisions. Almost got themselves a turnover, too.
Miami comes to the line holding that commanding lead. Takes it and he's tackled short. The defensive end came through to put him away.
Nice job of utilizing his athletic ability to get in there and then make a sure tackle.
He'll try to knock this punt down inside the 20. This one will go into the end zone, and they'll bring it out to the 20. The Hurricane staff has got a winner on their hands. You've been around kids like this. They're just fun to be around.
They're fun to be around, and I think it's infectious. His attitude, I think, permeates throughout this entire offense and really throughout the entire team. It's no wonder this team is so competitive with him at the front leading the way.
He zips it.
The pass falls incomplete. Number 82, the intended receiver on the play.
From their own 20-yard line. 2nd down.
3 down. Check 59. Mike is 59. Ready. Mike the Green 59. 95.
Quickly to the tight end, incomplete.
Even though they didn't sack him, the pressure was still enough to force a bad pass. If you can get in there and disrupt the pocket, then the quarterback is going to have a tougher time getting the ball to his playmakers.
Mike the 59. Let's go.
And he hits him hard at the 11-yard line.
Sack. Loss of 9 yards on the play. That makes it 4th and long.
The sack makes this a 4th and very long. And he's taken down at the 39. And here we go with the offense ready to get things going again. Miami up by a big margin. Draw here. Tackled after a decent pickup.
Brings him down. Gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up second and 3.
They need about 3 yards to get the first here on second down.
Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51.
They'll bring him down right around the 24-yard line.
Gain of 9 on the play. First down.
Tight end left, tight end left. 3 down, 3 down. 3 down, 3 down. 51, Mike. Mike 51.
Tackle made around the 16-yard line.
That's good for a gain of 8 yards. That makes it second and 2.
It's second down, and they're about 2 yards away from the sticks.
Tight right, tight right. 4 down, 4 down. Go, Mike 51, Mike 51. Set. Green.
Makes it out to maybe the 13-yard line.
Call it a gain of 3 yards. First down.
Tight right, tight right. 4 down, 4 down. Mike 51, Mike 51. Ready. Wide 80.
And he makes it out to about the 11-yard line.
That's a gain of 2 on the play. That'll make it second and 7.
From the 11-yard line. Second down.
4 down, 4 down. Let's go. Mike 51, Mike 51. Green.
Here's a counter to the right. And they make the stop around the 9-yard line.
Gain of 2 on the play. Third down.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51.
Setting up blockers, a running back's got it on the screen. And he shoved out of bounds around the 4-yard line.
Call it a gain of 5 yards. That makes it 4th and inches.
4th down, and the offense is still on the field.
Larry.
Miami in control.
51, Mike 51.
Setting up the play action. To the end zone, intercepted. And that interception might be what they needed to get back in this ball game.
And nice try, Brad. Keep their hopes up, but I don't think they have a chance of winning this. They're too far down to catch up.
Tight end right. Tight end right. 3 down. 3 down, 3 down. Check 59. Hey. Mike is flag 90. Flag 90. Motion.
Makes the catch and look out. And he's taken down around the 30-yard line.
Number 52 on the tackle at the 30-yard line.
First down, 10 to go.
First and 10.
Ball on their own 30.
3 down. Check 59. Mike is 59.
Quick shot, the defender tips it away. He threw that to a guy who was well covered, and it almost got intercepted.
Yeah, he's very lucky. That ball was only tipped.
4 down. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Ready. Green and hot.
He's in trouble. They'll make the sack. I mean, this is almost getting ridiculous. That is sack number 8.
This guy's going to have to spend a half an hour in the ice tub after this game. It's just been shot after shot all day long. Where's the offensive line?
Defense hoping for another sack here on 3rd and long.
59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Going deep. What a pick. And down he goes at the 33.
I think that interception pretty much sums up this whole game. The throw was lousy, and the defense simply stepped up and made yet another play.
First down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 33-yard line. Miami with a commanding lead. Inside the 30. And now he's got room to run. Touchdown, Broncos.
Man, that was a super play by the defender. Excellent interception and an even better return for the score.
He splits the uprights with the extra point. Western Michigan lines up for the kickoff. He'll take it from the 2. He's to the 20. They'll bring him down at the 27.
The Broncos defense, I thought they looked lost in the first half, and it seems like they finally found their bearings here in the third quarter.
I think they were confused in the first half, and I think they've made the right adjustments. And right now, boy, they're playing with an attitude, and I think they're really attacking this offense much better than the way they looked early in this game.
It's going to be interesting now to see if this quarterback can put that last throw behind him.
This quarterback needs to be a little bit more careful because this defense is excellent on capitalizing off of mistakes.
Makes the tackle at the 36-yard line.
It's second down now, and they're just a few feet away from that first down marker.
Let's go. Mike 51. Mike 51. Set. Green 9.
Makes it to the 47.
With the tackle. That's good for a gain of 11 yards. First down.
Tight right. Four down. Hey, Mike 51. Mike 51. Ready. Red 18. Red 18. Check. Right.
The pass is incomplete. Number 4 was the intended receiver on the play.
Second down, 10 yards to go. Ball on their own 47.
51, Mike. Mike 51. Let's go.
Zips it to the tight end. He's tackled at the 33-yard line.
Gain of 20 on the play. First down.
First and 10. Ball on the 33.
Four down. Go, Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down. Ready. Let's go.
Quick out to his receiver. And he's tackled around the 19-yard line.
Number 3 makes the tackle at the 19-yard line. That makes it first and 10.
Double tight, guys. Double tight. Four down. Mike 51.
They're in the red zone, so this quarterback better be smart. Last time he threw a pick down here.
Green 19.
Takes it up the middle for a nice run.
Gain of 4 yards. That makes it second and 6.
It's second down, 6 to go. Ball on the 15-yard line.
Mike 51.
He passes it. Got a man open, touchdown. And did that play ever develop nicely?
Well, it's all about the receiver on this play. He beat his man off the line and then ran a perfect route. All he had to do after that was make the catch. Brad, the wide receiver was the key here. He did a really good job of working that route to the middle of the field for the post. But before he got to the post, he kind of looked off the defender to the outside and then moved back to the middle of the field. And the quarterback recognized the big hole in the defense and made the throw for the touchdown.
Sends it sailing downfield. Tackle made at the 19-yard line.
The Broncos are just falling apart in this quarter. I mean, are there any positives you can even use to motivate the team right now?
Well, as bad as it looks and feels right now, there's still over a quarter of football to be played. You just got to forget about the mistakes, try to get a little bit of momentum created, and get confidence back in this quarterback being able to make plays for you.
Completes it, but he can't shake the defense.
Makes the catch. Number 59 with the tackle at the 25-yard line. That'll make it second and 4.
They're about 4 yards away here on second down.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Check 59, Mike. Mike 59.
Fires out quickly, incomplete.
Well, that was clearly a poor read on somebody's part. And the bad news is there was no defender around. If the pass was anywhere near him, it could have gone for a big play.
Mike to 59.
Fires quickly to the tight end. He's brought down in the open field. The offense didn't appear to be in sync on that series.
You always like to move the ball at least past midfield, if only to win the field position battle. The defense wasn't going to give them anything on that drive.
He makes it out to maybe the 39-yard line. This offense just torched the defense through the air with a great passing attack on their last drive.
So much of the passing game is about the timing between the quarterback and his wide receivers. And right now with this offense, they are in sync, and really the timing and execution is flawless.
He makes it to the 42-yard line.
Gain of 3 yards. That'll make it 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7. Ball on the 42. Miami with a big advantage. Throws it in a hurry. He's into the open field. He gets hit out of bounds at the 40.
That's good for a gain of 18 yards. First down.
From the 40-yard line, it's first down.
Go, Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down.
They'll bring him down for a loss on the play.
Number 25 was the intended receiver on the play. That'll bring up 2nd and 12.
Tight right, tight right. 4 down, 4 down. Mike 51, Mike 51. 180.
They go with the run.
Number 25 with the run. Gain of 11 on the play. That'll make it 3rd and 1.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 1.
Come on tight. 4 down, 4 down. Let's go. Mike 51, Mike 51.
Tosses left. Out of bounds at the 26-yard line. That's going to be a first down. The back got about 5 yards on the play.
That's some tough running there. He refused to go down after the initial hit. He's one of those backs that earns every single yard.
Mike 51.
Fires it out. He's pushed out of bounds around the 15-yard line.
Gain of 11 yards. That makes it
We've got a 1st and 10. Ball on the 15. Miami looking to put this game away if they score here.
Let's go.
Incomplete. And that wasn't the greatest pass in the world.
Well, I don't know how anybody can throw a great pass while getting drilled like that.
Here's the 8th play of the series.
Check Mike 11, check Mike 11. Set. 180.
Heading for the corner. Nice run there. 4 yards there on the old quarterback keeper.
A gain of 4 yards. That'll bring up 3rd and 6.
And once again, they'll come to the line trying to convert on 3rd down.
4 down. Hey, check Mike 11, check Mike 11. Hot. 180.
Caught. Big hit. He's going to lose yardage.
That is a loss of 1 yard on the play. That brings up 4th and 7.
This is to add to an already impressive lead. He gets it up, and it's good.
Is good.
Touchdown.
The Broncos saw one of their top players go down earlier, but it looks like he's going to be able to get back in there. They line up to kick this one away. It's fielded at the 2. He's to the 20. He's tackled at the 28.
Kirk, we've talked a lot about this guy over the last few years. Here he is again, making it look easy.
You're right, Brad. And I'll tell you what, I think there are going to be a lot of offensive coordinators who are going to have a big sigh of relief when this kid finally graduates. And he's flying around this field. It feels like he's making every single tackle for this defense.
If you want to point to certain individuals as reasons why they're winning, he'd be a good start. I hope they show some fight here and try to stay competitive. If you're going to get blown out, you at least want to go down swinging.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Down. Blue 9.
Motion.
Hey, I need one over here. Hot.
Fires incomplete. He was looking for the tight end.
Number 46 was the intended receiver on the play.
From their own 28-yard line.
2nd and 10.
It's second down.
3 down. Check 59. Mike is 59.
Here we go.
Throws incomplete, intended for his wideout.
Number 80, the intended receiver on the play.
Man left,
That brings up 3rd and 10.
4 down. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Green 88. Green 88.
Gets rid of it quickly.
Incomplete
Not a good
pass.
series there throwing the football.
Number
Yeah, not
4
what you want to
was the
see as a
intended
head
receiver
coach.
on the
3
play.
plays and all
That'll make it 4th
incomplete.
and 10.
These special teams have done it before, blocking punts. It looks like they're coming after this one.
And he's tackled at the 40-yard line.
Returns the punt.
Just about ready to call the first play of this drive. They were able to pick up a field goal on their last possession.
Miami comes to the line in complete control of this game.
Under heavy pressure. He's at midfield. Tackled
Around the 47-yard line.
Gain of 13 yards.
From the 47-yard line. First down.
Solo out there. Check the outs out there.
3 down.
Quick pass. The pass good for maybe 7 yards.
That's a good completion.
7 on the play.
They didn't get the first down, but they
That
picked
makes
up
it
about
2nd and
7
2.
yards.
So it's second down and about 2 yards to go.
4 down. Let's go. Mike 51. Mike 51.
Let's go. Wide 80.
That's a great tackle at the 38-yard line.
Gain of 2 yards. 3rd down.
Hey, we got tight right. 4 down. Hey, Mike 51.
Here we go. Run.
Makes it out to about the 29.
Makes the tackle. Call it a gain of 9 yards.
From the 29-yard line. First down.
51, Mike 51.
Here we go. Wide 80. Wide 80.
Pulls it in, and that's a first down.
Complete. They'll bring him down.
Around the 6-yard line.
That's good for a gain of 23 yards. That makes it 1st and goal.
First down, and they've got their eyes on that goal line.
Double tight. 4 down.
Miami looking to build on this commanding lead here.
Red 68. Red 68.
Nice run, and he's brought down.
Tackle. Gain of 5 yards. That brings up 2nd and goal.
Roger. Mike 51. I got it.
Let's go.
Quick throw, incomplete, wanted his receiver.
Number 4, the intended receiver.
This is where the defense makes a name for themselves. It's 3rd down and goal from the 1.
Mike 51. Watch the flat.
Ready. Green 90. Green 90. Hot.
Touchdown, Miami.
This kid is a really reliable weapon. You definitely want the football in his hands near the end zone, and he showed you why right there.
And he hits the PAT.
An 8-play, 61-yard drive, and they add 7 points to the scoreboard.
Brad, I thought that was a textbook drive. I thought they did a really good job of showing balance, mixing the play calling with the run and the pass. Just an overall well-executed touchdown drive.
He wasn't breaking that tackle. What a hit.
Returns 20 yards.
Not a whole lot's been working for them so far. They should just come out and play loose and easy because they've got nothing to lose.
3 down. 46 is right there. Check him. Check him. Check 9. Mike is 50. Motion.
Flings it to his tight end, but he drops it.
Number 46 was the intended receiver on the play. That makes it
Second down and 10 to go.
Ball on their own 20.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Pass is caught, and the defense lays him out.
That's good for a gain of 4 yards. That'll bring up 3rd and 6.
Tight right. 4 down. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
Throws, intercept. No, he dropped it.
Here's a case of a quarterback so eager to make a play that he failed to see the danger of that attempt and nearly gave the ball away.
And down he goes at the 50-yard line.
The quarterback is on his way back onto the field, and he led a great drive last time out.
Miami comes to the line holding that commanding lead. And he's sacked. They get to the quarterback and end that play before it even got started.
This young man didn't even have a chance to make something happen. It's tough to find your receivers when the defense is in your face like that.
They find themselves in a hole here after that sack. It's 2nd and long.
4 down. 51 Mike. Mike 51.
And he's tackled after positive yardage. 1 quarter to go, and we may be looking at some mop-up duty. The Hurricanes with a huge lead.
Closed captioning is brought to you by
Well, folks, we head into the 4th quarter, and this one is a blowout.
3 down.
Go, Mike 51. Mike 51.
Set. Green 95. Green 95.
He guns it. Well, that was a big stop here early in the 4th quarter. They needed some of that earlier because this game is still out of hand.
That'll bring up 4th and 13.
Little too much leg into that punt. They'll bring it out to the 20. Early in the 4th quarter here, and obviously we've got a game that's a blowout. In this situation, you just want to get out of this game without getting anybody hurt.
Green 8.
They go with the run, and he's taken down behind the line.
The defense just met the blockers head on and drove them back straight into the runner.
2nd and 11.
From their own 19-yard line. 2nd down.
4 down. Check 59. Mike 59. Green 90.
Goes over the middle, intercepted.
And down he goes at the 23.
From the 23-yard line. It's 1st down.
4 down. Mike 51.
Miami with a commanding lead.
Ready. High five.
And he might want it all here, and does.
He goes up, picked off.
Well, it's been a long day for this defense, a day they'd probably like to forget about, but at least an interception like this is maybe some momentum for them, not just here today, but more importantly, as they look at the film of this game and try to build some confidence for the future, maybe this could help them.
First and 10. Ball on the 20. Fumble, loose ball, recovered by the defense. And that's exactly what this defense was looking for.
Yeah, that fumble gives these guys some added life. Now let's see if they can capitalize off of it.
Both teams are playing out the stretch here. You want to get experience for guys who normally don't get in the game and try to avoid injuries.
Ready! Flag 98!
Tackled after a decent pickup.
With the carry. Call it a gain of 5 yards. That brings up second and goal.
From the 3-yard line, second down. All the big boys are on the field now. Both teams have their big sets out there. He gets rid of this one.
Cut. Watch the twist. Hey, Mike 51.
Here we go.
Throws quick to the receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Number 4, the intended receiver on the play.
This one should be makeable.
That brings up fourth and goal.
Miami up big. Kicks away, and the field goal is good.
The Hurricanes
Looks like they're ready for the kick.
Number 20.
He sends this one deep. And it goes into the end zone, down for a touchback.
Well, Herbie, this senior hasn't looked nearly as sharp as we've seen him in the past.
He's made a lot of mistakes up to this point. But you know what? He's got a track record. And I believe personally in watching him that he has the ability to turn this game around and to finally get into his rhythm and get this offense going.
You never want to hear the boos, but with all the mistakes he's made, the fans here can't be thrilled. I don't expect any once-in-a-lifetime rallies here, but that being said, we could still see some exciting plays.
Check 59, Mike.
Damn.
Mike is
Hey,
59.
easy. Hey, check. Motion.
Throws out, and a leaping interception by the corner. He might have a chance to the 10. And he's taken down at the 5.
The interception.
It's first down, and they'll be looking for 6 points here.
4 down. 51's Mike. Mike 51.
Here we go. Easy.
Run.
He's in, another touchdown.
Way to go. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Here we go. Yeah.
Strong run by the halfback to get into the end zone.
He's a pretty sure bet to get 6 when you're this close to the end zone.
And he converts the extra point.
That's it, huh?
Miami.
Everyone's all lined up and ready for the kickoff.
Number 20.
He really got a hold of that kick. He's to the 20. Tackle made to the 25-yard line.
Kickoff returned 25 yards.
The quarterback comes back on the field, and I'm sure he's hoping to make up for that interception on the last drive.
I look for the offense to come out with the same game plan as before. You don't make changes after one play.
Brought down at about the 33-yard line.
Number 59 with the tackle at the 33-yard line.
Short yardage situation here. Second down and 1.
Check 59.
5 guys will be out in the pattern as they're in the shotgun.
Fires across the middle. He's tackled around the 42-yard line.
Number 22 on the tackle at the 42-yard line. That's good enough for another Western Michigan first down.
Three down. Check 59, Mike.
Now he's flushed, and they got him.
A defensive end with this kind of speed is an offense's worst nightmare. He's got the ability to collapse the pocket on any given pass play. And as a play caller, you constantly have to be aware of him. Whether you're going to roll away from him or you're going to chip with a tight end or a running back, you're constantly concerned and aware of a big, strong defensive end.
So the sack makes this a second and long.
Three down. Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike
check.
is 59.
Thunder!
They bring him down. Dropped him for the second straight time.
It's tough to go down like that again, but an experienced quarterback like this knows how to come back from such adversity.
Third down, and they need to get it inside the 48.
Double up. Check 59.
Offense lines up in a 5-wide set, and the defense anticipating pass here. Throws this one out to the left. Caught by the sophomore, and he's finally knocked out of bounds at the 48-yard line.
Fourth down.
Four down. Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Ready! Green 19! Green 19!
And he's tackled at the 47. And that was a big stop defensively.
Yeah, they only needed a few yards here to keep the drive alive. Great job by the defense to shut them down.
Really a great stop by the defense. This will go down as one of those critical plays. This offense really ran the ball well as they finished off their last drive with a touchdown.
I expect them to run the ball, kill the clock, and put this one in the books.
Up the middle for a nice gain.
With the tackle, that's a gain of 7 on the play. That makes it 2nd and 2.
It's second down, and they're about 2 yards away from the sticks.
Four down. Mike 51.
Miami up big right now in this one. Tackle made at about the 23-yard line.
That's a gain of 17 on the play. That makes it 1st and 10.
Double tight. Four down. Let's go. Mike 51. Mike 51.
Gets it out to his receiver in a hurry. And they make the stop at the 14.
That's a gain of 9 on the play. That brings up 2nd and 1.
It's second down now, and they're just a few feet away from that first down marker.
Mike 51.
They go with a run. Runs through a defender, and he's in.
Outstanding run and great execution by the entire offensive unit, especially the blocking up front.
And he adds the extra point.
Is good.
That's the way to make it spin, baby. That's the way to make it spin.
The Hurricanes.
They line up to kick this one away.
Number 34.
And he got all of this one. Great kick. He's to the 20. It's a fumble. Picks up the fumble. He finally goes down at the 20.
Boy, this is one of those days when everything is clicking for an offense. These guys have been executing, and that's the reason they have such a nice lead.
The offense now will take the field, and they hope to have the same success they had on their last drive.
They just seem like they've been in the end zone time and time again. There's not much negative you can say about this performance.
Passes it to the middle of the field. He's taken down around the 11-yard line.
Good for a gain of 9 yards. That brings up 2nd and 1.
It's second down, 1 to go. Ball on the 11.
Four down. Go, Mike 51.
Miami up by a big margin.
Let's go.
And he hits him hard at the 8.
Gain of 3 yards. That makes it first and goal.
Three down. Mike 51, Mike 51.
Here we go.
Steps out of bounds around the 4-yard line.
Call it a gain of 4 yards. That brings up second and goal.
From the 4-yard line, second down.
4 down. Go. Mike 51, Mike 51.
Red 18. Red 18.
Touchdown, Kane. That's his 3rd trip to the end zone.
If I were the head coach of this football team, I would give him the ball at least 30 times a game.
He splits the uprights with the extra point.
That's what I'm talking about, baby.
And it looks like they're ready for the kickoff.
Number 4.
He kicks it off, and he got all of that one. He's to the 20. He got hit hard.
Returns the kick. Kickoff returned 21 yards.
So the offense comes out after their last drive, had the ball end up in the defense's hands by way of a fumble.
One general rule in any game is to hold on to the ball. If you're in the negative in the turnover department, your chances of winning decrease exponentially. Well, that was clearly a poor read on somebody's part. And the bad news is there was no defender around. If the pass was anywhere near him, it could have gone for a big play.
Halfback's got it on the quick throw. Tackle at the 28, and a pickup of about 7.
Good decision here. Nice dump off. It's only 7 yards, but the offense will take that play every time.
So it's 3rd down, and they've got about 2 yards to go.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Let's go.
There was some movement on the line.
White 80.
False start, offense.
They'll give this one another try after the flag.
And on 3rd down, too.
Still 3rd down.
That's when you don't want those kind of things to happen.
Tight left. 4 down. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Set. Red 18. Red.
Quick pass. They'll bring him down at about the 29-yard line.
Number 34 on the tackle at the 29-yard line. That'll bring up 4th and 1.
I'm not sure if the players on the return team were all on the same page there.
High five, baby. High five. Let's go.
The offense was able to punch it in the end zone on that last drive. They'll come back out looking for more of the same.
This offensive coordinator's got to be feeling so good about the execution that he's seeing from his quarterback and his wide receivers. Because, again, they put so much time into trying to put a plan together, and to be able to see that actually come into play makes you feel pretty good as a play caller.
Number 33 makes the tackle at the 44-yard line.
From their own 44-yard line. First down.
4 down.
Miami looking to build on this commanding lead here.
Grab 19.
And here's a quick throw. And he's knocked out immediately after the catch.
That's a gain of 18 on the play. First down.
Man left. 4 down. Watch 17.
Go, Mike 51.
Set.
Darts it to the right. Caught out in the open. They get on the board again. Touchdown.
You know, at this point, you start to feel bad for the kids because no matter what they try to do, they just can't stop the bleeding today.
He makes the PAT.
Attempt is good.
The kicker looks like he's ready to kick this one off. Excellent kick. He's to the 20. At the 30. And they push him out at the 34-yard line.
Kickoff return.
Both teams are playing out the stretch here. You want to get experience for guys who normally don't get in the game and try to avoid injuries.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
Got a man open. Bad pass.
Number 46, the intended receiver on the play. That makes it
So it's 2nd and 10.
Ball on the 34.
Three down. Ready. 180. Wide. 80.
And he tackles him hard at the 47-yard line.
That's good for a gain of 13 yards. That makes it 1st and 10.
Larry. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Cut.
And he's hit immediately. What a play.
Boy, solid job there by the quarterback, recognizing the defensive coverage and delivering the ball to the open receiver.
From the 37-yard line. First down.
Three down. Check 59. Mike is 59. Ready. Mike is 59. 180. Wide. 80.
Here comes the pressure. And he just gets rid of it.
You know, when you feel pressure like that, the worst thing you want to do is just to throw the ball into coverage. He got away with one right there. He's very fortunate. Next time, he should just throw it away out of bounds.
Mike ready. 180. Wide. 80. Motion.
He lets it fly. Incomplete.
You know, he's been working really hard lately on his fundamentals. In fact, the other day in practice, I was really watching him work with the quarterback coach, and they've been focusing on that aspect of it. Here, it looked like he may have taken a step backwards and really just let that one go.
Throws it deep. Great concentration to haul it in. What a strike for the score.
And he did a nice job of looking off his defenders.
And he hits the PAT.
It was a 6-play, 66-yard drive, and the result, 7 points.
Brad, I love these kind of drives. They're old school, grind it out and earn the yards and just rip the heart right out of that defense.
He's to the 20. And he's taken down at the 25.
Miami's game plan couldn't have imagined things to go this well. They've scored 24 points in a row.
Their last drive ended with a touchdown. Let's see what happens on this possession.
As long as this quarterback has time to throw, then you can guarantee that he'll find the open man.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Motion.
Catches it, and he's immediately tackled behind the line.
Loss of 1 on the play. That'll bring up 2nd and 11.
From their own 24-yard line, it's 2nd down.
Miami
Comes to the line. They got a big advantage in this one.
And down he goes at the 29-yard line.
Number 80, the intended receiver on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 6.
Ready. 180.
And he makes it out to about the 31-yard line.
Gain of 2 on the play. That'll bring up 4th and 5.
He's always looking for the home run return, the big highlight. Didn't happen there, but he still got him a couple yards.
They did a great job on their last drive, moving the ball down the field for a touchdown. Let's see if they can duplicate that on this drive.
I think the defense right now is just sitting back on their heels. They're allowing the offense to kind of dictate things to them. And the one thing is that any defensive coordinator would tell you in the country, you have to be the one trying to dictate things to the offense. So change it up. Try something different. If it's not working, you can't continue to sit back on your heels.
Throws, and that one's going to hit the ground incomplete.
Number 6, the intended receiver on the play. Third down.
It's 3rd and 10. Ball on their own 36.
Got two. Check.
That hurts because they really need to get something going, and soon.
The intended receiver on the play. That'll make it 4th and 10.
The defense has everybody on the line. I think they're going to come after this one. Brought down at the 33-yard line. So he managed to get a few yards on the run back.
Yeah, but I'll tell you, Brad, with so much traffic in the middle there, it really makes it tough to break free.
Both teams are playing out the stretch here. You want to get experience for guys who normally don't get in the game and try to avoid injuries.
10-19.
They keep it on the ground with a tailback. He makes it to the 35-yard line.
That's good for a gain of 2 yards. That'll make it 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7. Ball on their own 35. Miami up big.
Set. Wide.
Got it, but he's going to lose yards here.
The catch. That is a loss of 3 yards. That makes it 3rd and 11.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
Mike 51. Ready. Green and hot.
Nice catch. First down. He's knocked out.
Gain of 13 yards.
First and 10. Ball on the 45.
4 down. Let's go. Mike 51. Ready. Green hot.
Quick throw. And he's taken down around the 49-yard line.
That's good for a gain of 4 yards. That makes it 2nd and 6.
Roger. Hey, Mike 51. I'm on. Let's go.
Looks to him again, complete. They'll get him for a loss.
Makes the grab. Number 51 tackles him in the backfield at the 47-yard line. That'll bring up 3rd and 8.
They'll line it up again on 3rd down.
Tight right. 4 down.
Check four.
51, Mike.
He's at the 40. He gets out to about the 37-yard line.
That's good for a gain of 16 yards. That makes it 1st and 10.
Double tight, guys. 4 down.
Go, Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down.
Hey,
Hey,
Red
let's
18.
go. Calm down.
Fires to his tight end. Nothing doing.
Complete. Number 82, the intended receiver on the play.
Man left.
From the 37-yard line. It's 2nd down. Miami looking to add to this big lead here.
Red 18.
And they get nice yardage on that run.
Gain of 7 yards. That'll bring up 3rd and 2.
We're at play number 9 of this current drive.
4 down. Let's go. Mike 51. Ready. Red 18. Red.
On the ground, right side. He lost the ball, picked up by the linebacker.
Number 40 recovers the fumble.
The running back won't be happy that he lost the ball. He's got to forget about it and get ready for the next series. His offense is going to need him again.
So the question here is whether or not his knee hit the ground before the ball came out.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So the booth and the referee agree. The runner's knee was down.
That was still a close call, though, Brad. Even though he was down, this guy has to do a better job of holding that football.
Complete, brought down, nothing doing.
With the tackle, that's a gain of 3 on the play. That'll make it 2nd and 7.
It's 2nd down, 7 to go. Ball on the 22.
Four down. 51, Mike.
Green 88. Green 88.
And he carries the ball for a nice gain.
Gain of 4 yards. 3rd down.
Tight right. Four down. Go, Mike 51.
Just under 3 to go in regulation.
Here we go. White 80. White 80. Hot.
The 10. He's tackled at the 5.
When you're running the ball for big chunks of yards like that, you've got something working.
It's 1st down, and they'll be looking for 6 points here.
Three down. Mike 51.
Set. Green 90. Green 90. Hot.
Gets it out in a hurry. Incomplete pass.
Incomplete.
Well, that is great coverage by this defense. They did everything that they could to force that wide receiver into a very small window close to the boundary. The quarterback makes the throw to give his receiver a chance to make a play. The problem is there's no room left for the receiver to get his foot down.
Shows some moves, and he's in. Clock keeper, just keep it moving for Kirk and I, will you? We want to get out of here. And he adds the extra point. So a 13-play, 62-yard drive. And they come away with 7 points.
Brad, I thought that was a textbook drive. I thought they did a really good job of showing balance, mixing the play calling with the run and the pass. Just an overall well-executed touchdown drive.
This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. Well, late in the 4th quarter, this game has been over for a long time, and now we just want to get out of here like these two teams do. Just over a minute left. He gets rid of this one. Second down, 10 to go. Ball on their own 25.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
White 80. White 80.
Throws it in a hurry. And he's tackled at the 36-yard line. Superb effort by the receiver to come down with that ball.
Well, this comes down to the timing between the quarterback and the receiver, and the result, again, a nice play for the offense.
59. Mike to 59.
Set. White check. Thunder. Thunder.
He's taken down at the 44-yard line.
That's a gain of 8 on the play. That'll bring up 2nd and 3.
Second down, and they're going to need about 3 yards to pick up the first down. In the shotgun and 5 wideouts.
Set. Red 69.
Throws quickly, and it's almost intercepted.
Number 80, the intended receiver on the play. That makes it 3rd and 3.
Tight left. 4 down. 46 is right there. Check him. Check 59. Mike.
Let's go.
Run.
He makes his way to about the 48.
Gain of 8 on the play.
from the 48-yard line. It's first down. And they've got all their DBs in there to match up against the 5-wide set. Just throws this one away.
Brad, I just think this quarterback's got to do a much better job of being able to read that defense and make quicker decisions. And especially when the defense starts to get pressure, you've got to either get rid of that football or check it down or take off and run with it.
Caught a big hit there to stop him.
Number 21 makes the tackle at the 48-yard line.
And so it's another third down upcoming here.
I got two. Hey, we got to get to the ball, D. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Convert.
The Hurricanes know that they have to enjoy this guy while they've got him, because somewhere down the line he's going to be at the next level.
Well, that'll definitely be in his future, but for now he needs to sit back and just enjoy this performance, and really the play caller, the quarterback, the offensive line, the receivers, the entire group as just a whole should feel good about their performance.
So that wraps things up for us. For EA Sports and Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Brad Nessler saying thanks, and we'll see you next time.